الفاتحہ. اعوذ باللہ من الشیطان الرجیم اللعین. بسم اللہ الرحمن الرحیم. الحمد للہ رب العالمین. الصلاۃ والسلام علی سید الانبیاء المرسلین وعلی خاتم النبیین رحمۃ العالمین. مکی المدنی والامی والقرشی الہاشمی حبیب الہ العالمین. مخاطب طٰہٰ و یاسین مخلب احمد جد الحسنین ابو القاسم محمد. امام مشارق والمغارب امام النجم الثاقب اسد اللہ الغالب. غانم اللہ کل غالب مطلوب کل طالب. مولانا و مقتدنا و ولینا و ولیانا و شفیعنا. عین اللہ وجہ اللہ نور اللہ لسان اللہ صفات اللہ. شافع محشر ساقی کوثر فاتح بدر الحنین و خیبر. میزان الاعمال مقلب الاحوال رئیس العارفین سید الواسعین. مع المتقین علی ابن ابی طالب.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
آلہ الطیبین الطاہرین معصوم المظلومین. قال اللہ تعالیٰ فی قرآن مجید فرقان حمید. انا علینا الہدی. صلوات پہ محمد.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
سورہ لیل قرآن کی 72ویں سورہ آیت نمبر 12 کی تلاوت کا شرف حاصل کرتے ہوئے کل کی تقریر کا سلسلہ قائم رکھتے ہوئے عرض کرنا ہے. پروردگار فرماتا ہے کہ میں ہدایت کرتا رہوں گا. ہدایت کس کو کرنی ہے؟ جو قرآن میں آیا ہدایت کرتا رہوں گا. I will always guide. Guide who? Guide the human? Or guide the animals? Or the stones? Or the seas? The Quran is meant for the humans and meant for civilization. As I said yesterday, Quran is the ultimate book, the last book. And Prophet Muhammad brought the last message. This continuation of the messages which started coming from Hazrat Adam. There was no written book for Hazrat Adam. He showed by his deeds how to live. Over the period of time, the message of Hazrat Adam got changed. The Shaitan always played his part and distorted the message, misled the people. Another prophet was sent, and he tried for 950 years to set right the things, and he was Nuh. The 950 years he prayed and he lamented that he was not able to set things right. His name was actually Sakam. The Nuh, because of his noha, because of his lamentation, became his title and he became known as Hazrat Nuh. Hazrat Nuh کے 950 سال تک یہی رہے کہ یہ قوم ٹھیک نہیں ہو رہی، یہ قوم میری بات سنتی نہیں ہے، اس پر عذاب نازل کر. There came a time when a message came, yes, the time has come. You get ready for the punishment to be given to the people who are not listening to you. I don't have to go into details, you all know the details, but what I have to say is, every time the message was distorted, a messenger was sent to set things right, to guide the people, to bring the message, show the way, show the path, and set things right. You all know about the building of the ship. It was built, and it's in Bible, it's in Torah, it's in Quran. There's not much difference. The same story is there in all the three books. How the ship was made, what happened. The only thing which Quran says is that each of the plank had a name of a prophet. And the ship at a particular time was stuck up, it was being constructed, and the message came that now you have to put Allah and Muhammad on one plank. Even after that, 4 planks were left. And on the ultimate plank, Muhammad Ali Fatima Hassan Hussain, in that period's language, was written, and the boat was completed. People may think it's a story, it's mythology. No. It is reality, it is a fact. And this piece of wood was not found in any Middle Eastern country for people to say, okay, these Muslims, they found a piece, they said, something. But it was found in a country which denied the existence of God, which said religion is nothing but dope. You must not have religion. And they said communism is the ultimate benefit for the man. It was in the part of Soviet Union as it existed then that they excavated these planks in the mountains. And they wondered, how is it that such a lot of wood exists here and it's totally different than what they have ever seen. It was different. It was not any ordinary wood. It was not any ordinary timber. It was cut out from the trees whose seeds were given to Hazrat Nuh by Jibreel. Every 40th year, these trees were cut. And over a period of 120 years, these trees were cut, the planks were cut, and the ship was ready. So naturally, this would be totally different than what they ever seen, because it's come from there. And a committee was formed of linguists from various universities, and they sat down and started deciphering the names on the planks. After about 8 to 12 years of their research, they came to the conclusion that the names on the plank was Muhammad Ali Fatima Hassan Hussain.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
I think it's very, very slow, very small salawat. It has to be big. Salawat.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
Because nobody knew the existence of these 5 names at that time. And this is a miracle of God. This is the message that has been sent. That I'm going to guide you. And the guidance was given in a country which was denying religion through these planks. And they came to know, yes, at that time, even these names existed. The names existed because they were in existence. They were in existence. They were in existence in the form of nur, in the form of light. ये नूरानी शख्सियतें थी, अल्लाह ने, जैसा मैंने कल कहा, ज़मीन और आसमान खल्क करने से पहले, यूनिवर्स खल्क करने से पहले इनके नूर को खल्क किया. The nur of our Chahada Masumeen was created before the universe was created. And they existed. The proof comes in various times, in various forms. And the fact that Hazrat Nuh experienced certain things in his travel around, when he came to the land of Karbala, the ship was rocking, animals were making the sound of very sorrow, those who were on the boat were crying, and he prayed to Allah. He said, where am I? And he got the message that this will be the land where Prophet Muhammad's family will be martyred. And the whole story of Karbala was told to him. And when the boat reached Kaaba, it went round 7 times. Everything was sunk except Kaaba. That land was dry. And 7 times the boat circumlated it and then passed. But they didn't get a book, but the proof of the existence of Noah, apart from the boat, was the fact that when Imam Ali was going from this world, he told Imam Hassan Hussain, do not lift my cortege from the front, मेरे जनाजे को सामने से मत उठाओ, एक मुकाम आएगा जहाँ पर ये रुक जाएगा और वहाँ कब्र होगी, उसमें मुझे दफन करना. And that grave was made by Hazrat Noah, it was written on that. And there were 2 other graves, one of Hazrat Noah and Hazrat Adam. So when you go to Najaf, inshallah, you will find these graves there. So the first being, and the second Adam, which is Noah, which is the title is the second Adam, and the first Imam are in one place. The directions will always be there. We will always be guided. And the guidance after the last prophet was through the Imams. Imams are the ones who got the message from Allah. They didn't get any books. Imams followed instructions given by Allah. उनका मंशा, उनका इरादा, उनका कहना, उनका अमल वही था जो अल्लाह की तरफ से आया था, वही था जो कुरान में था. किसी इमाम ने अपने दिल से कुछ नहीं कहा, और पहले जो कहा 11वें में भी वही कहा और 12वें में भी कहते. में किसी किस्म का कोई इख्तिलाफ नहीं है कि इमाम अली ने ये कहा था, इमाम हसन ने ऐसा नहीं कहा, इमाम हुसैन ने ऐसा कहा. Whatever was said by Imam Ali was said by other Imams. The only difference, again, as I said yesterday, was the message given according to the development of the human mind. The message brought was the same message. The message is being carried forward is the same message. Only thing is, even now, if you take the ordinary day-to-day life, what we read in 10th class or the final year of the school is now being taught in lower classes. And what the children of the final class of the school is learning is way beyond us, because their mind is highly developed than what our mind was at that time. Now, if I'm given a laptop of, say, this generation, it will take me time to understand how to fiddle about this laptop. Even now, I mean, I've been using it for so many years, but even now, the F1, F2, F3, F5, it's beyond me. But you give it to a child, 2 years, 3 years, he will teach you how to use that. Same laptop. Nothing different. Same configurations, same software. What we don't understand, he understands it. He tells us how to use this. And this is day-to-day life. Usage is the same. The methodology is different. His mind is sharper than our mind, so he's doing it what we're trying to learn. अगर तोरे में, बाइबल में और कुरान में का मैसेज है, मैसेज तो वही है कि अल्लाह एक है, सिर्फ उसको बताने का तरीका अलग है, उसको समझाने का तरीका अलग है. The explanations given on the Vaidaniyat or oneness of Allah in these books, explanation is different, the message is same. For the period, people have distorted it. Because someone somewhere thought, if I was to do this little change, I will have a following for me, and I'll become popular. That comes in because shaitan comes and instructs him to do that. ये शैतान बड़ी अजीब चीज है, बहुत से पढ़े लिखे लोगों को भी भटका देता है. इल्म की ज्यादती भी शैतान के लिए एक तकलीफ चीज होती है, तो कहता है इसको भटका दूंगा तो मेरे पास आ जाएगा. तो फिर मैं अल्लाह को चैलेंज करता हूँ, तेरे आलिम को भी मैंने भटका दिया. ये मैसेजेस वही हैं, मैं रिपीटेडली कह रहा हूँ उसको. I'm just trying to tell the children, every religion has one base, that's oneness, monotheism. Monotheism is very important. Its only thing is how we approach it. When Hazrat Musa had his message, he left the custody of some people, look after it. I'm going to meet Allah and come back, and I'm going to go out and come back. The time he came back, the message got changed. They made a golden calf and said, pray this. Because they said, it's a golden calf. It's going to give us a lot of money, a lot of treasures. But as Musa said, there's no treasures. You go to Allah, you come back empty-handed. Because your treasure is there, not here. See, the more and more you go towards the message, the more and more you understand the message, the more and more you move away from this world. Because this is a materialistic world. This world is for a very short period of time. I'm not saying we have to be pauper. We don't have to be pauper. Enjoy the life, yes, but the right way. Enjoy the life, yes, but partake for what you have for the others. I'm not saying we should not run on Mercedes cars, we should not live in castles. We have to live in them. But give from what you have got and show that by giving you are following the path of your messengers. अली ने क्या किया? रातों में निकले, खाना तकसीम किया, रोटी तकसीम की, Every night he used to go out, give away food, give consolation to the orphans, support the widows. It's a different thing when you say, okay, he didn't live a very sort of prosperous life. He didn't live in a palace. No. His message was that I should not do something which will hurt the poorest of my kingdom. So he adopted that style. If Ali wanted, he could have got anything from anywhere in the universe in his house. And it has happened. It did happen. For 3 days there was no food in the house. He went out after finding it out. He worked as a gardener in a juice garden. He was coming back with his earnings in his pocket. A man approaches him and says, I have nothing to eat. The family is starving. Whatever he had, he gave. He came back home. When he came back home, the home was smelling of very delicious food. So he asked Fatima, where does the food come from? Jibreel brought this food and gave it. So the message here is, give what you have, and He will give it to you. God will provide. If you hold back what you have, you will not get from there. It says, I will give looking at the person's willingness to part what I give. मैं उसको देता हूं जिसमें ज़र्फ होता है देने का, और देखता हूं कि लेने वाला किस तरह से अपने ज़र्फ को इस्तेमाल करते हुए दूसरों को देता है. है ना? तुम्हारी अजीज तरीन चीज जो है वो दे दो. चौथा पारा पहली आए, दे दो, मैं दूंगा. And my young children here, you might say, we don't have anything to give. Yes, you have. Your kindness. See, when I talk in Hyderabad, I always tell them that we have to set an example by which people should say, they are the Aliwalas. They are the Aliwalas. How do we do it? I tell them, look, we don't have to do much. If you see an elderly person standing trying to cross the road, we have very disorderly traffic, at least here you can see and move. They, from various directions, they all come in and just don't bother. Just lead the old person across the road. Just take him across the road. He will naturally find out, who are you? Give your name. So, and they will ultimately find out who you are. Set an example. You are the messengers of the present day. By your deeds, by your actions, by your results of studies, your exams, you're going to set an example to others. Others will say, Acha, Shias are so brilliant. The Shias can score so much. The Shias can go to the highest universities. The Shias has a very special message to give children. And that message is that we, the Shias of Ali, who is the fountain of knowledge, who is the door of the city of knowledge, who has given the world the ultimate knowledge of science, geography, mythology, and everything else in the world, are capable of overtaking anybody and everybody who comes on our way. That is the message that even you have to carry forward. There is no end to who can carry this message forward. The message is very clear. La ilaha illallah. There is no God, no Allah but Allah. Muhammad Rasulullah. Okay, we don't stop there. If we stop there, our deen is incomplete. We have to move forward. We have to accept the wilayat of Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salam. In Quran, Allah addresses Iman walo 197 times. Those who accept their Iman. Those who have the Iman. 197 times. And how does that come in? The proof of this was given by Bilal, but nobody else. When he voluntarily stood up for Azan and he said, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, Ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah, Ashhadu anna Aliyan Waliyullah, people said, Ya Rasulullah. So asked Bilal. Bilal said, I have accepted the wilayat of Ali. I have come in the manzil of Iman. And without the wilayat of Ali, my Iman is incomplete. The message is there with you. He doesn't say in the Quran that who is going to pass the message? Who are the messengers? Who are the guides? Every one of us is a guide. Every one of us is a guide. We guide our children guide their children will guide their children. The correct guidance that has been given, and Islam will be saved. I know there's a lot of attack on Islam. Especially you're living in a society which the moment you say, first of all, you're Shia, oh, terrorist. Because you're a Shia. You back Iran. Now thank God, with this treaty, they realize that Iran is not a terrorist area. It's somebody else's terrorist. And it's coming forward, it's coming out very clearly.
Nara Takbir.
Allahu Akbar.
Nara Risalat.
Ya Rasulullah.
Nara Haydari.
Ya Ali.
And then, if you're a Muslim and you happen to have a beard bigger than me, then again you're a terrorist. So by your behavior, by your attitude, not by your appearance, your behavior, your attitude, the way you meet people, the way you talk to people, the way you present yourself, you can give a message saying, we are guiding you to Islam. We are guiding you to Shia Islam. Because that is the true Islam. We are guiding you to the Hanafi message. Because that's the real message. Not the Salafi message. I have no right to attack anybody, but when it comes to Salafi message, yes, it is distortion of Islam. This is where terrorism starts. As a very prominent Hindu sadhu has said, he's on YouTube, he says that Muslims are not terrorists. The terrorists are not Muslims. The terrorists are terrorists, but when it comes to Salafi Muslims, yes, they are terrorists. It's on YouTube. And if you want to see it, you have to just go on YouTube and put on Ali Day in Bangalore. Sadhu Acharya, drama something. You hear his message, his speech. It's very clear, said it. So recognition of the fact that science lovers, be they whoever they are. But again, this is one particular personality who has lovers from all the people of the world, irrespective of religions. This guidance was given from Karbala as to how we should lead the life, how sacrifice should be made, and all to be given away in the name of Allah. I think I have said enough in English. I want to come to Urdu a little bit so others can also enjoy. کربلا کا پیام کربلا کی زمین سے شروع نہیں ہوتا بلکہ 28 رجب 60 ہجری سے شروع ہوتا ہے، جب حسین نے مدینے کو چھوڑا اور یہ کہتے ہوئے چھوڑا کہ نانا کے مدینے اب میں جا رہا ہوں، واپس نہیں آؤں. نانا کے مدینے میرے جانے کو قبول کرنا. قافلہ تیار ہوا، سواریاں تیار ہوئیں. جب جناب زینب اور جب ام کلثوم کی باری آئی، عباس نے آواز دی کہ دور دور تک محلے بنی ہاشم کو خالی کر دیا جائے، اس لیے کہ علی کی بیٹیاں آ رہی ہیں. عباس کو یہ ڈر تھا کہ علی کی بیٹیوں کا چہرہ تو کجا، سواری گھر سے نکلتے ہوئے ان کے آنسو اور ان کی آوازیں کسی طرح پہنچ جائیں تو میری زندگی محال نہیں، میری زندگی بیکار. سواریاں تیار ہوئیں. ابن عباس نے حسین سے سوال کیا کہ مولا آپ جنگ پر جا رہے ہیں، آپ اپنے ساتھ بیویوں کو رکھے ہیں؟ ہاں عباس، مقصد ہے، حکم ہے، مقصد ہے. کہا بچے؟ تو کہا ہاں ان کے لیے بھی مجھ پر واجب ہے لے جانا، حکم ہے کہ ان کو بھی لے جاؤں. اس سے ظاہر ہے کہ حسین کی جنگ دنیاوی جنگ نہیں تھی، حسین کی جنگ مملکت جنگ نہیں تھی، بلکہ حسین کی جنگ پیام کی حفاظت کی جنگ تھی. حسین جانتے تھے کہ میرے بعد میرے پیام کو بدل دیا جائے گا. حسین جانتے تھے کہ میری شہادت کے بعد لکھنے والے میرے مقصد کو بدل دیں گے، تو مجھے ایسا کوئی چاہیے میرے ساتھ میں جو میرے مقصد کو، میرے پیام کو دنیا تک پہنچائیں. تو زینب کا انتخاب کیا، کہا زینب تم کو میرے ساتھ چلنا ہے. اور شام غریباں جب آئی تو حسین نے کہا زینب صبر کرنا مگر میرے پیام کو دنیا تک پہنچانا. زینب میرے شیعوں کو میرا سلام کہنا. زینب جب پانی پینا تو میری پیاس کو یاد کرنا. یہ مقام حسین نے زینب کو عطا کیا. شریک امامت ہے حسین، زینب. چادر تطہیر میں زینب نہیں تھیں، ماں شریک امامت بنا کر زینب کو حسین نے معصومیت اور مظلومیت کا درجہ عطا کیا. آج مجھے مصائب تو ان 2 شہزادوں کے بارے میں پڑھنا ہے جو عالم غربت میں کوفہ میں تھے، یتیم چھپتے پھر رہے تھے، ایک گھر کے پاس آ کر بیٹھ گئے، مومنہ کا گھر تھا، اسے انہیں پناہ دی. میں نہیں سمجھتا میں تفصیل پڑھ سکوں گا، مجھے ہمت نہیں ہے. تب اس کے بیٹے نے جب یہ معلوم کیا کہ اس گھر میں 2 بچے رو رہے ہیں، سوال کیا تو کہا کہ ہم مسلم کے یتیم ہیں. اس کو خیال پیدا ہوا کہ دنیاوی دولت لے لوں، بچوں کو لے گیا دریا کے کنارے، چاہتا تھا کہ سر کاٹے. بڑے نے کہا میرا پہلے، چھوٹے نے کہا نہیں میرا پہلے. دونوں کے سروں کو ملعون نے کاٹا، ندی میں ان کے لاشوں کو پھینکا، دونوں بھائی لپٹ گئے. یہ یتیموں کی موت تھی، یتیموں کی شہادت تھی. یہ پیغام شہادت حسینی کی دوسری شہادتیں تھی. قوم الظالمین. اس خلیل داری قبول کر پروردگار. واسطہ ان 2 یتیم شہید شہزادوں کے ہمارے بچوں کو اپنے زمان میں رکھ. پروردگار ان سب کا شمار محبان اہل بیت میں کر. پروردگار ان سب کا شمار عاشقان شہدائے کربلا میں کر. ماتم حسین.